Hey guys. Well, you know it's probably going to be a bit of an unusual week when one of the first things your hubby says to you on a Monday morning, in a particularly playful mood, is, how is your stalker doing? To which I replied, honestly, I don't know. I received an email from TJ Maxx saying that they were responding to an email I supposedly sent, and I just sent them an email back saying I didn't send you an email. But that's about the most that I've had to think about it. Um, as you can probably tell, I managed to get out of jury duty. I actually showed up at the courthouse, which that was a nightmare. Parking was a nightmare, which we're talking downtown anyway, but it seems that everybody and their brother got called for jury duty. As in, even somebody at my workplace was called for the exact same day to go downtown in Louisville for jury duty. So, looks like they nailed at least two or three out of us every mile or so because it was that packed. Well, the line actually moved pretty quick. I'll say that. Parking was a nightmare. All of that. I mean, I was there at least an hour. But I got down there and I'm going, oh my gosh, what do I do? Because I like removed the form at the bottom and sent it off. And I'd never heard back. Never once. So I'm like, okay, because some people have their form still attached. Some others say, no, they don't, and they sent it in, or they detached it thinking they were going to send it in, and I guess this is creating some type of a headache. While I was there, too, I saw, like, my old caseworker from when the boys were really, really wee, and she and I just keep running into each other, and it's always a pleasure. It really is. I love saying hi to her. I kind of like waved hi to her on my way to the back of the line. She was more towards the front. So I get up there, minus the little piece of paper that I sent in, and I'm like truly sweating it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to be bounced all over the place. And they couldn't find me. I'm standing in the A through L line. They couldn't find me. Now, I have a unique name. I fit in like two different categories. I can be under D for the first portion of my hyphenated name, or R for the last portion of my hyphenated name. So they searched both piles, still couldn't find me. One lady scanned it and she was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, she was excused. And I'm like, great. So I got the joy of coming down here, going through your nightmare of trying to get through downtown in the middle of morning traffic, get into the parking garage, which I parked all the way at the top. This seems to be always the case whenever it comes to me in parking garages. I'm always up at the top. I can never find a parking space anywhere else. And this is definitely no exception. So I'm all the way at the top. I mean, the last section of it, I have a Jeep, alright? And it says clearance is like 6'2". And I'm like, oh my god, am I going to tear the top of my Jeep off? And my Jeep's like 6'1", if that. But, I mean, it's like right here. And I'm like, so I endured all this nightmare only to be told you're excused. And I'm like, okay, yeah, bye. I don't know about the rest of you. But I like ran into the bailiff on the way out and I'm like, is there anything else I need to do? And it is sad when somebody who works for the courthouse says this to you. He said, and I could tell he was joking, but he still said it with a straight face. He was like, run. Run as fast as you can. Run now. But that still is not the end of Monday morning. So I was like, how do I get back to the expressway? Now, I knew a way to do it, but that means I have to go through more traffic and just more of a nightmare. So the guy told me, he was like, you know, you're going to make a right, 2 lights down, at, you know, there's another right, and it'll say 64 going west, and you're going to want to take the 65 exit. I didn't catch the fact he was like, stay in the left-hand lane. See, I'm used to exits making sense, because down near where I live, they do. But we are talking downtown, which is a cloverleaf system, which means there are going to be exits on the left. So I shot right past it, turned around, took 64 going east, turned around, and tried to grab the exit again. Grabbed the wrong one. So I just hopped on 264, and the great thing about all of our expressways here in Louisville is that they all circle the city at least once. 265, I mean, either which direction you go. 64, it's kind of like Washington, D.C., only not as close together and not, you know, laid out like it's NASCAR. I guess it is technically NASCAR because we are talking near downtown. It becomes a huge clusterfuck. But it's more a spread out version of what I perceive to be NASCAR. I don't know. It's just people driving around in circles anyway. But so I wound up taking 45 minutes to get home. Yeah, that's sad. I've lived here most of my life, off and on, throughout my whole entire life, and I don't know shit about my own city. I know what the sections that I live in, but if they, like, say, remove a food place and replace it with something else, I'm completely lost. I memorize everything by food places. But I got home, and it was actually a pretty mellow day. I probably should have gone for a run. I did exercises, but I probably should have gone for a run. Instead, I, like, curled up for a nap with hubby. It was hubby's day off. So I, like, completely crashed out with hubby. And I woke up in time to go get the kiddos, and I fixed dinner, and we watched Dead Like Me. I mean, yeah, okay, mature audiences only, but I say worse things around my kids than they probably say to each other. I'm a bad parent, okay? Just get used to that idea. I cuss like a sailor. I'm a bad parent. I've slowly gotten used to the idea. Well, Monday night was a really good night because, of course, I got to spend time with hubby. I probably spent a little bit too much time. I have a bad habit, and I know some of you can totally relate. I saw a post earlier that told me that some of you can totally relate. I'm terrible about putting myself to bed. And when hubby is here and we don't really get that much time to spend together anymore, it's a free-for-all. We spent at least 2 to 3 hours talking. We did other fun things. And then, you know, bedtime came around. I got 2 hours worth of sleep. I guarantee it. By the time I actually managed to lay down, the cats decided they wanted to have their night crazies. Now, they usually do this anyway when I lay down, but I usually have the luxury of laying down at least 11 o'clock, and know I'm gonna lay there till 1 o'clock anyway, so what difference does it make? While they go freaking apeshit all over the damn house. They really ramped it up. I mean, it was nuts, and then they decided at 6 o'clock this morning I needed to haul my ass out, you know, because it's usually about 5:45 is about the time I go to unlock the door for hubby. The cats decided, well, you need to feed us. And I'm like, no. I'm going to get what sleep I can. I seriously contemplated calling into work this morning. I really did. I, like, dragged in on 2 hours worth of sleep. Workday actually went faster than I expected. It truly did. It actually went faster than expected, but I did not go for a run. I guess 2 hours worth of sleep, that's probably a good idea to not go and, like, stress out my body even further, but I'm so disappointed in me. It's like the closer that I get, the more I'm backsliding. Like, the last 2 days, I have, like, burned through a pack of cigarettes within 2 days. Easy. Easy. And it's during the day I don't really have a problem. It's more towards the end of the night that I really have a problem. It's a good thing, I mean, hubby took the cigarettes. It's a good daggone thing, or else I'd probably be sitting here with one right now. And I don't even know why. I'm guessing that's part of the whole self-destructive Mandy thing that's been going on for like the last 38 years of my freaking life. Because this is getting closer and closer and closer, and of course, I'm doing everything I can to freaking backslide. I'm like, oh my God, there's no way. I mean, how am I going to be able to run, 1.5 miles in 17 minutes? Never mind, I could probably walk that. I mean, easily. I'm Speedy Gonzalez. I could probably walk it. But, run, 1.5 miles in 17 minutes. So, yeah, I'm steadily, I guess, freaking out inside my head. Then to top it all off, we're talking 2 hours worth of sleep. That's still basically what I'm running on now. Then I have my worries of, well, we did get overtime, and hubby got a whole 8 hours worth of overtime, but is this going to cover everything that is going to be coming out, as in tomorrow, as in rent, as in $50 payment, as in life insurance, because the car insurance already came out? Are we still going to be able to get groceries? I mean, so I came home, figured I'd call for the insurance thing. Yeah. Wasn't getting through. It's too late in the day. God. And I told the lady on the other end of the phone, I'm like, it is always too late in the day. You can call it 8 o'clock in the freaking morning, and it's too late in the day for these people. They do not know how to answer a phone to save their damn lives. This is ridiculous. So, once again, insurance not happening. And then it has been a week, and I still have not gotten any type of confirmation about the collections agency. But I received an email from them today, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. Oh no, it's them wanting to confirm who I am at my email address. Well, we need you to fill out this and blah blah and last four of your social and yada yada yada, because this email address is sent to us saying that you're setting up payments. Yes, and at the bottom I put, and I would like a confirmation of the first payment I've made, and I would like to actually get my payment plan sent to me via email, which you all were supposed to do a week ago. Thank you. And then to top it all off, my phone didn't come in today, which was supposed to. It was supposed to be delivered at my doorstep on Tuesday. As in, once again, it has been a week since I've ordered it. So you'd figure it would be here by now. No, it just means it would be in Louisville by 8 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. Not that it would actually be shipped to me. It would be shipped to somebody, but it just wouldn't be shipped to me. Ugh, first world problems, obviously. But I'm just steadily freaking out. Am I going to be able to do this? I mean, everybody around me smokes. We're right smack dab in the middle of freaking Kentucky. I am like super stressed. Even with the jury duty taken off, I'm like super stressed. Just need to make it through the next week. I need to go and do my runs. I need to do my exercises. And I need to find some that actually make me feel better and more confident. Honestly, if I could freaking meditate, I would do that. I've always had trouble with meditation. I've always had trouble with, like, visualizing and all of that. I'm too energetic in so many ways to be able to do that and, like, stay still long enough to be able to do that. To top it all off, the next 2 weeks, I'm the wrecker at Calufrex. I have no idea why I signed up. It has been yonks since I've actually been able to sit down and read something. I read for the Who contest, and I like cram the Who contest entries. If I've read them all before, I go through and like check them for quick refreshers so that I can vote. But that's about the most reading I have done for a while. I mean, once again, I have the problem of trying to find the time when I have plenty of it. I mean, I sit here and watch Dead Like Me, or I'll watch, Last Week Tonight clips, and I've obviously got plenty of time. It's just trying to find that motivation, and I really need to do it because I need to have at least 4 recs out there for the next 2 weeks. I'd like to do more. I'm one of those, I would like to have, 10 that I can do. That would be lovely. I'd love to at least be able to do 10. But as it is, I can't even sit down and write 500 words of a drabble for the current challenge, much less right for anything else. I'm going to put a lot of that down to stress. Trying to juggle job, family, running, paying for everything, and, you know, get food, cover, you know, our insurance, which when I get my phone, a lot of this stuff I'm going to be able to do as I'm moving, which I'm used to having to come home, make phone calls. Now, this has never been an issue before. I mean, when I did get a cell phone, I had one for like, what, 4 years? And that's it. I mean, I got a cell phone in like 2012. Everybody else had cell phones. I mean, I had some of the first cell phones that came, those big old clunky things. I had a cell phone, and I'd like got rid of it because it was expensive. It was a hassle. Nobody ever called me on it. It was a pointless, needless expense. But everybody else started getting cell phones, and I didn't have one. I didn't need one. And then hubby finally pressured me to get one. I got one, and then it died. And then I got the next one, and it died too. So, yeah, there's a lot of convenience to being able to make a freaking phone call while you are busy doing something else. So, yeah, I have a feeling this insurance isn't going to be got until I get this phone. That a lot of things are not going to be able to be cleared up or gotten moving until I get this phone. And I would be able to go and do my run and do my out and about when I have this phone. So, yeah, I'm busy rambling and being upset about nothing again, but 2 hours of sleep will do this. So it's been an eventful couple of days. I mean, yesterday in many ways was infinitely better because, of course, as you know, the deposits that we're going to be getting at midnight get closer. Of course, I'm going to be able to see them at 6 o'clock in the morning, but probably not until then. But as it gets closer, the more I start biting my nails, because you guys know how freaky I get about being able to make sure I actually have money in the bank, that I'm actually able to pay for things. Right now, I'm worried about being negative, of course, and, you know, in the negatives. And I'm worried about, will we be getting food this week? So just bear with me. Bear with me this week. I still have 4 posts of my own I have to answer. I finally got caught up with you guys. Like I said, I have all the time in the freaking world, it seems. But it's like I'm not using that time for anything useful. I'm just sitting there staring at nothing, or I am sitting there watching useless crap that, honestly, I shouldn't even be wasting my time on. But it seems to be what my brain wants to do. I'm not writing. I'm not wrecking anything currently. I just cannot seem to get my head in the game. So keep your fingers crossed. I'm going to post this, and my ass is going to bed. It'll be like 11:30 by the time I get done with all of this. And I'm going to be going to bed and trying to at least get 5.5 hours worth of sleep, which makes a huge difference compared to 2. So keep your fingers crossed for me, everybody. One more month to go, and then I will find out if I truly make the grade. Hopefully I will. So keep them crossed for me. And until I talk to you all again, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And know that despite me talking your ear off, I still love you guys. And I will see you all soon.